Hey Aries, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Welcome to your tarot reading today, where we're going to ask, what can you anticipate what's coming towards you? And at the very end of the reading, we're going to be getting oracle advice. So make sure you stick around till then. If you've never been in my channel before, I so appreciate you stopping by. This whole channel is dedicated to making you guys feel supported and loved and guided through tarot. And of course, that being said, be real with yourselves. Not all tarot readings are for everybody. So, I mean, that would be a weird world if we were all going, if all Aries were going through the same thing at the same time. But that being said, hit up your rising sign or your moon sign if it does not resonate. I often find my moon speaks to me. So, if you'd like for me to pray for you, say hi in the comment section. Reach out with an emoji, something I can focus on. Let's get right into it. So we're only taking the jumpers. The ones that fly out upside down will read that way, but we don't have any upside down. We've got the Three of Cups. This is something to celebrate over. This is gatherings, good times. Judgment card is a huge life change. I don't want to gloss over that. We really need to unpack this, but it's a big awakening. King of Swords plays a role in this tarot reading, and that is usually somebody, could be you or somebody else, has air sign energy on it, but it doesn't have to be an air sign. Very much in their thoughts. They're smart. They're thinking strategically, logically. They're not so much in their feelings. Excuse me. And then we've got the Eight of Swords. So this is something I want to unpack as well. So let's get into the Three of Cups. Why did I just get Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead in my head? Whoa. So we've got there's a beautiful energy actually attached to this, but there's drama. So there's this choice somebody has to make, right? Like they're trying to make this decision. It seems like to leave somebody or to let something come to an ending. It was like a hard ending. And this is about, I almost feel like there's this energy attached to like being kind to oneself, like being discerning with those who you care about, who surround you. Could be a friend that you might be on the outs with, somebody you're making a choice not to spend any more time with. I know it's very intense, you guys, but there's this real solid feeling of positivity and celebration around this. Queen of Cups comes out, two cards spring out to clarify. Yeah, so I feel like there might have been a situation here where you're just kind of not getting back what you put in. And it seems like once you make this decision, all of a sudden, whoosh, you got this abundance. You have this, like, there's almost a value attached to it, self-value attached to it. And we have this big life change, Judgment card for Aries. Queen of Swords, cutting somebody out. Ten of Swords again. Okay, but you're very, very happy. Nine of Cups. You're happier for it. I feel like this is not somebody who's in your life subtly. I feel like you had to give yourself permission. You know, it comes on the tail of questions like, well, what would happen if I don't, whether it's a mother-in-law or a friend or, like, well, what happens if I don't have them in my life? Can I actually do that? Is that okay? Can I actually just like walk away and like let them, bygones be bygones, and they can go do their own thing? Because it's kind of bringing me down. Like, I don't think, it's very interesting. I mean, you're very emotionally rewarded by the end of this. Temperance, it's about balance and its transformation. It's going to change your life when you have this person out of your life. Wow, that's an intense reading, you guys. King of Swords, healing with maybe another individual. Two of Cups, this could be like, was there somebody who was a strain on another important relationship of yours? And it's like, as soon as you give yourself permission to cut this person loose, you can heal this other relationship. That's what it looks like. Who's this? Eight of Swords. What is that? Thank you. World. The world opens up to you. Your mind opens up. Everything opens up. I think you can't be like this and be like this at the same time, right? And so it's like there's almost this armor you're wearing, or conservativeness, like keeping your energy. You know, this is the sign of like the miser, the hoarder. It could even be like saving money, literally. So it depends on the reading. But this is almost like, it feels like it's attached to your energy, and very much specific to like possibility of like, now you feel like you're freed up to go on these adventures, to do all these different things. The world seems way more open to you. It's like you are able to see through the dark, and you're able to see all this. There's a lightness of being, and you're not stuck anymore. So it's very clear. I hope that's helpful. It is. There is some drama, but let's talk about. I want to open a new deck for you. I'd like to get advice on what's next. Because it feels like the energy is so light and bright and happy and positive when you give yourself permission to cut this person loose. So I want to jump into that, because who doesn't, right? That's positive. So what's going to happen when this window opens up in your life? Life-changing. Second time you got the Judgment card. Yep, again, making new plans. You can see what the world has to offer you and what you have to offer back. You know, like the world is your oyster. You followed your intuition, and it's hard when the person is very tied to you. Could be a boss, could be a family member, could be a friend. Maybe you go way back in history with, but you know, you're starting to ask questions like, you know, what would it be like if they were out of my life? What are they taking versus what are they giving to me? And I think that there's a sense of fairness. There's a righteousness. The balance is you're getting balanced. So when I ask the question to tarot, what happens when you cut this person loose, or this dead weight? The High Priestess flies out, which is like, just reiterating, listening to your intuition. Your gut is always going to steer you straight. Our minds only know what we've experienced, right? So if you only, it's like we have these two central places of intelligence, and it's almost like this knows the past and this knows the future. And this is where intuition guides you, right? If you rationalize and you try to, if you try to rationalize these feelings that you get around this individual, if you try to rationalize it out, then we tend to fall back into the same patterns. You're going to fall back into the same pattern with them. So, you know, something's got to give. Now, what would happen if you follow your gut with it? Well, there's immediately a sense of justice restored. This is karma. So good or bad, this is like how karma just plays out in life. And it's a spiritual karma as well. So, I mean, we could get into the more woo-woo aspect of that, but sometimes, I mean, I believe that we kind of choose, like our parents, and you know, everybody has different beliefs around all this. I entertain the possibility that we choose our parents. Our souls need these lessons. We choose the lives. And of course, there's free will involved, but you know, we're all working out a lesson, and we're working it with each other. And so is this person. So things come to a complete stop. They might surprise you how quickly they stop. And immediately, and when I say things come to a stop, that's very vague, right? I'll tell you what comes to a stop. The sense of unfairness, the sense of being small, the sense of drama or threat. This communication with an individual could even come to an end. Three of Wands is making new plans, looking out towards the horizon. So all of a sudden, your energy opens up. You have a lot more energy for something. The Devil card, please clarify the Devil card, please. Yeah, you're leaving behind a very vicious pattern, something, and this could even have some addictions attached to it. The devil can sometimes talk on like hidden addictions or patterns of behavior that don't serve us, but either way, you're walking away from it. So again, it's also the Eight of Cups doesn't come lightly. At one point, this person being you in your reading, really cared very much about those cups, you know, and how they, you know, laid them all out and how they built upon them in the collection of these cups. We're just using it as a metaphor. This is you turning your back and facing intuition, the sun and the moon, facing it, going into green pastures going towards your faith into possible greener pastures. And it just does look, and this is what the big Judgment card is about. You know, you got this Judgment card earlier. This is a huge ending that's leading you to a beginning. And it's a Judgment card comes with spiritual awakening. It comes with on the heels of major change. It's not necessarily, it's a really good card, and it's not necessarily the easiest. So congratulations to you that you're just taking a step towards your own future and you're putting yourself first. I'd like to get a little bit of oracle advice. Of course, only take this if it resonates. Free will exists, and it's only reading the energy at hand. We have nature. I'm going to read a sentence or two about that, okay? If I can find it. Okay, here it is. Nature. The presence of this card invites you to realign your energies through deepening your affinity with nature. Perhaps you have been overwhelmed by the pressures of daily life or are recovering from a big ordeal. You may feel lost in the details or trapped in a relentless cycle of habitual thoughts or patterns of relating that no longer serves you well. At any level, evaluate your integration with nature and allow your intuition to reveal how you would most benefit from her healing elixir. All right, you guys, sending you love and light. Please hit that like button, help the channel grow, and consider coming back for more. Bye.